Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Until I can finish uploading my number 3 anniversary video, I wanted to upload this really quick, kind of as a little bonus video, because tonight I'm going to a party with my husband, and it's hosted by my very good friend named Jenny, and she is one of the most inspiring people that I've ever met in my life. I'm going to take you guys along. I'm going to show you the whole party and show you how amazing she is at doing events. You guys would not believe it unless I showed it to you. She is literally has the most talented event hands I've ever seen. So anyway, that's kind of like a weird sentence. I can't wait to share her with you, and I can't wait for you to see how amazing she is at doing like parties and events and design. That's like her thing. So today I'm going to do a makeup tutorial, which is this right here. And this is kind of what I do if I'm going to a party, going on a date night, something special. Just very much more than what I would do for my everyday makeup routine, which I did a 5-minute mommy makeup, and that's what I basically do every day. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you want to know how to achieve this little makeup look right here, keep on watching, and that's it. Okay, bye. You guys know when I do my makeup, my hair always looks like Craig, so don't worry about that. Okay, so the only thing I have on right now is some moisturizer. So I did that before. So there's nothing else on my skin. And let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I do to achieve a dewy look is a little bit of the Becca Backlight Primer. And I really think this is so beautiful, and honestly the smell of this is so funny because it reminds me of something from my childhood, and I don't know what it is. I have no idea. Obviously it's some type of makeup product, but here, and I'm going to use this mirror the whole time. Hopefully that's not too annoying. So this just gives you, and as you'll see, like I have extremely sensitive skin, so my face turns kind of red when I do anything to it, so don't mind that. So this just has such a beautiful, I don't know if you can tell, but it's got a gorgeous, like radiant, dewy-ish look, if that's a word. I'm not the best at describing things, but you know what I'm saying. So this is the first thing. Now, what I like to do when I'm going for an extra dewy look, a little bit of this, it's Physicians Formula, and this is just a translucent pearl. I guess it's a highlighter. But I like to take a little bit of this with my fingers. This is gonna be really weird, so if you guys hate this, it's okay. And I just put a little bit. Thank you. I love you. That's my date. That's my date for tonight. Okay, I put a little bit right under here. So do you see already? I'm gonna cover it up with concealer. I lost my train of thought. Every time I see my husband, I don't even know I don't remember anything I'm thinking about. Okay, so I'm gonna cover it up with concealer, but this over that kind of backlight primer just brightens up your under eye, and I love it, love it, love it. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it. I have really bad dark circles because I'm a mom, so that's that. All right, so the next thing that I do is I go in, so I have a beauty blender right here, and I've talked about this in my mommy makeup one. So this look, obviously, I think this is more of like an intense kind of party look, but my mommy makeup one, you can do in under 5 minutes, and I'll link that down below. But this, I said, will change your life, and that's kind of like extra, but this really is a good product. This is a beauty blender. Don't even bother with the knockoff ones. Just invest in this one, and it'll last you forever if you take care of it. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Bare Minerals. It's their new liquid foundation, and I really like it. don't worry. I know this is looking kind of light because I got a little bit of a tan when we went away, but I use a lot of bronzer, so don't worry. It's gonna work out, I promise. Oh, and by the way, this is the lightest shade that they have. I always get the lightest shade of everything because I don't personally like buying 3 shades of everything, which a lot of people do, you know, for the winter and the fall and the summer and the spring, I guess. But I just like to buy the lightest shade because I'm really fair, and even when I get tan, which barely happens, I can just use some bronzer. So if you're wondering what any color is, I'm gonna link it down below, but you can always just know I get the lightest of anything. So I don't know if that helps or not. All right, so I always get up here too. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, so after foundation, I'm gonna go with concealer. Yes, and let me tell you what my favorite one is. I've already said this, but honestly, high-end, drugstore, dollar store, whatever, this is my favorite one. And this is the Maybelline Age Rewind, the lightest color they have, which is fair. This does it every single time, no matter what concealer I buy. I've bought the highest end one that they have, that they say they have, the YSL. Is it called? What's it called? I'm not good at what is it called? Jus de Claw or something? I don't know. But the YSL one, that one's so expensive, and I bought that a long time ago. I have the NARS one, and I don't even like it. I don't really even like the MAC Pro-Longwear. I have that one here, and I am going to use a little bit of that to kind of go over this, but I don't even like that one that much. I love this. So anyway, and look, oh my gosh, I'm basically out of it. So I love this. But you get to like spin it like this, which is so cool. And then I put it all under my eyes, make a big triangle, and I put it over here. Now this is like a little bit extra today because I want it to last, so I don't do this every day, but when I really want it to last, and I even go down here a little, pretty much do my whole face. How about that? Okay, so I just go back in with the Beauty Blender and blend it out. Okay, so just for a little extra whatever, I'm going to take the MAC Pro-Longwear Concealer and just do a tiny bit here. And I honestly never use it, but for tonight, because I want extra like brightness and I want this to like stay for at least a few hours. She has like a dance floor she's putting up and everything, so I really want to set this well. I'm going to take a little bit of that. Now what I'm going to do with this though is use it as an eyelid primer. I'm a big believer in just using your concealer as a primer for your eyes because it works the same. And you guys, I already know. I know you're probably noticing that I'm not using like my ring finger like you're supposed to, but I don't really get that whole thing. I don't really care. I don't think it matters. Just be light. Just don't like tug on your skin. What's the difference? I know the pressure. I say that because I was at, where was I? I was at one of the counters the other day. Oh, it was Sephora. I was at Sephora and I was trying a new concealer that just came out, and I was doing like this, and the girl was like so offended that I did that. She was like, you really shouldn't do that. You need to use your ring finger. You should never do that. And I was like, all right. I don't know why I was like so offensive that I did that. But she basically told me that I was gonna like ruin my entire, she was way too dramatic. But anyway, if you really want to be careful with your under eye area, you're supposed to use your ring finger. Let me just put it out there. Use your ring finger because it has the lightest pressure of any of your fingers, and that's supposed to help, you know, ward against wrinkles and premature aging and stuff like that underneath your eyes. Okay? Okay. All right, so we're done. We're done with that. What I'm gonna do to set all of this is I am going to take the MAC Studio Fix powder, just like this. It's pretty old. This is in NC20. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a tiny bit. This is the Cocoa Contour Too Faced palette. I'm going to take a tiny bit of this banana powder. No, it's not banana powder. It's cocoa butter. And a tiny bit of the Cocoa Glow. And I'm going to go under here, right under the eye. The sun's kind of coming in here weird, but do you see how like this looks a lot better right now? Next thing, let's start to shadow our face. Okay, so for contour, I'm going to be using my Bare Minerals. I'm just wiping it off right now. My Bare Minerals brush right here. But first, which is funny because in my last video I said I never use this brush, and I don't know why, but that was like made me feel bad that I said that, because I was like, it came with the palette, I might as well try it, and I've liked it ever since. So this is the one that came with the Cocoa Contour palette, so it came like right in here. I actually really like it now, so whatever. So I'm gonna use this to like carve out. When you're contouring, all you have to do, and it's so easy, you just have to look at yourself in the mirror. You don't need to do that. Look at where the shadow hits. Wherever the shadow hits, and it's gonna hit from your ear all the way down to here. Wherever that hits, just draw a line, and you're gonna blend it out later. So for me, and you know, you probably can't see the shadow. Well, yeah, you can see it like right here. Okay, so do you see how like there's a shadow right here? That's where you wanna hit the contour. Because all you're doing with contour, this isn't like bronzer or anything like that. All you want to do with the contour is enhance the shadow, because that is going to kind of carve out your face and make your face look a little bit slimmer and, you know, stuff like that. So, all right, I'm going to put this like this so I can like look at the shadow. The light, the light, yeah. The light. No special occasion. Where's my shadow? Gotta find the shadow. Sun's in my face. And what this does is it really makes your nose look a lot thinner. It's like a total, it's weird. It's a really cool illusion. Now, I always do like this with the Beauty Blender because that's just how I like to blend it out on my nose. And this is just my Bare Minerals foundation brush. Cool, so we're good. All right, the next part is going to be bronzing. And again, the contour thing, like I don't do it every day. This is just like for, you know, big event or something. Bronzer. I'm going to use the same palette, and I'm going to mix these two colors right here. And you just want to kind of go over just a little bit wider where you just hit with the shadows, with the contour. Adjusted the brightness a little bit, so hopefully you can see a little bit better. Sorry guys, until I get a camera, I'm on my phone. All right, for my favorite part, we're gonna do highlighters, and I'm using both of my favorite ones. Again, I always use these two, but this is the MAC Soft and Gentle, and this is the Candlelight by Too Faced. I just love them. So I take the MAC Soft and Gentle, and I hit right here. Okay, this is where this one comes in. For this one, I do under the eyes, kind of like right here. And oh my gosh, it's just really pretty in real life. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but in real life it's really pretty. And this is the one I take a little bit on my finger, put it on my nose, kind of like right there. And you can blend that out. Oh man, it's so pretty. And I put this one right here. Okay, so our highlight is done. Can you see it? It's pretty. And then this is something I do anyway. So whatever I use for highlight, I always use for my eyeshadow, whether it's a intense look or not. This isn't really quite an intense look. This is just, you know, so far from my everyday look. So I'm calling it that. So I'm just using the Candlelight Too Faced and putting it as my base for my eyeshadow. And a little bit in the corners of the eye. Okay, so let's do a little blush before I do my eyes. For the blush, I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals. What even color is this? Guys, I have no idea what color this is. I don't know if this is the name of the product, Effect Bronze Mine. I don't know if that's the name or if that's the color. That's weird, but I'll show you the color. I've had this for so long. Everything's just kind of rubbed off at the back. Can you see? It's pretty. And this is what I use when I'm trying to do like a more dewy lip because it's very shimmery. So if you've got more like oily skin, then probably don't use this one. Because you don't want to like bring more shine, but I like this a lot. And you guys, we just came back from this yard sale, this like community yard sale. It was so amazing. It was in like $1 million neighborhood. So everyone just had like all the best stuff on their like yard, what do you call it? Like in their kind of like their driveways. Oh my God, it was like the best yard sale I've ever been to. It's like all these wealthy people like selling things that are like so much money for like pennies. It was crazy. And I got JJ the cutest little table and chairs, and I want to paint it because it was like, it is kind of old, but it's really cute. And I got him that, and then I got this cute bracelet, and then it was $2 for this bracelet, and it was from, I think it was from White House Black Market, I'm not really sure. And then what else did we get? A few little other things. Sorry, totally sidetracked, but I just heard JJ playing, and when we came home, I cleaned it off real quick, and he like sat on his little chair. I have to put a picture up because it's adorable, and I'm like so excited about it. Okay, so we are done with blush. For our eyes, this is the Infallible eyeshadows. They look like this. They're from the drugstore. Can you see it? This is an iced latte, and I really like this. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this like right here. Can you see? It's very pretty. I'm sorry that the lighting was so bad this whole time. Look, now you can see my whole face. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Amber Rush from the L'Oreal Infallible line. Now, here's one thing about these products. Even though I love this whole line, I've got like 5 of these. Every single time it does this, it breaks. So if you drop it one time, it's gonna break. And here's the other thing, and I kind of like this, is that it goes on best using your fingers. So don't use a brush, don't use a beauty blender, don't use anything else but your finger for this specific product, because it just works the best like that. So, okay. Okay, and then we're going to go back in with Iced Latte. Same thing, only the other color. This one right here, I'm gonna go under the eye. Okay, so can you see how like it brightens up your eye and it just makes you look like more awake? I don't know, I think it does, so I like it. Okay, so next, I kind of like this sometimes, but just because it kind of goes along with the color, the colors I'm doing today, let me show you what it looks like. So it's this last line right here. So look how similar it is to the other, the middle one. So this is kind of like a cream version, and this is Nyx in the color Yogurt, which is an eye crayon, eye pencil, and it's like literally the same color as like the middle one. So if you like a cream product better, this was only like $1. It's ridiculous how cheap this was, but I'm gonna go in under the eyes with this.
Can't stop, won't stop. Where the brakes at? I give him that diddy bop. Like take that, take that, take that, take that.
Can you guys see the little difference it made? It's just kind of like, that was great. Opens everything up a little bit more. Okay. Wow, this is really long, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to take my time because I want it to come out good. I want to look good for my hubby tonight. This is my favorite one from MAC. This is called Sable, and I've bought this over and over and over again for, I don't know, 7 years. Here's the cool thing about MAC. So let me show you. If you go in with this, 6 cases of empty product, so basically like 6 just empty cases, you get a free lipstick. And I don't know if you knew that or not, but that's what they do. So it's really cool because their lipsticks, you know, are like $20 or however much they are. And I really do like their lipsticks, so it's a really good deal. So every time I rebuy this, when I'm almost done with it, I just save the case, put it in a little baggie, and you know, just save it for when I can get a free lipstick. So it's just a cool little fact. Okay, so I am using my MAC, what number is this? MAC 224. This is the brush I use every day for, like, you know, the eyes. And I'm using Sable, which it's weird. It's a weird color. It's brown, but it's got like a weird, like, it doesn't have a purpley tint, but it has more of like a warmer tint to it. Maybe purpley tint? I don't know. You guys can see. So we're just gonna go in right here. And I like this brush a lot. It's just a really good blending brush. And I kind of just bring it into the crease like this. And I just do little circles and then go up a little bit like that. And you just want to do it where your eye like naturally creases. And then I like to bring it down and kind of just outline my eye a little bit because it's pretty. And if you mess up, it's okay. I mess up all the time. Can you guys see how it has like a little bit of a purpley tint? I know that's not the right way to describe it, but it does. And it's really pretty, but it's brown. So this is a shimmery, it's more of like a shimmery color. And it goes really well. You know what, I can put a little bit next to these so you guys can see. It goes really well with these colors. See, I knew it wasn't crazy. Maybe purpley is not the right word, but you see, this is it right here. Purpley is the right word. It does. It has like a purpley tint. All right. And then I'm going to use one more color, which is one I really like, and it is from this palette right here, the Naked 3 palette. And it is the color Limit, which is this one. And it's a really good, what they call like a transition color. It kind of just blends everything together. So I like it for that. It's not very dark. But I kind of just put it here. And it kind of just makes everything just look good. I don't know. Blends everything together. Okay. Good. So we are almost done. Here's the step that I basically never do unless it's like a party or a date, I don't know, something special. It's eyeliner. What I like to do for eyeliner is, I'll show you, it's kind of different, but it's just how I've always been, and I've tried a million eyeliners, and this is just what works for me every single time. So I use MAC 266. It's an angle brush. It looks like this, okay? And then I use MAC Carbon Black, and I have used this probably for the past, ever since I started wearing makeup, I've used this because my mom used it. She used this right here. This is what I do. Now this is a tiny, tiny, tiny bit damp. And I always damp it first so it's a little bit wet, and you're gonna go in and you're gonna just watch what I do. But it has to be a little bit damp for it to work. So if it's not damp, it's not gonna work. But you're just gonna go in, set my mirror up right here and do it. Okay, you guys are gonna like probably have the weirdest angle. I gotta look in the mirror to do this. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just taking this brush and going like this. Now I have to pull my eye a little bit or it looks weird. So. Okay, can you guys see? Can you see it? So I basically just took this angle brush, it's damp, and I went all the way, my whole eye. And I'm gonna do the other one right now. Okay. Close this. Okay, that was kinda hard. So I basically just took this right here and I just went along the edge of my eye. So it was super simple. Just couldn't do it looking at you guys. So the next thing I'm gonna do is just take a little bit more and I'm gonna do the bottom. But I only do it a little bit. So actually I have to open this thing again. It's so annoying. Okay, but I only go halfway. I go from here to here because I want, at least for me, I want my eyes to be like open and bright. That's the look I'm going for. So when I do the whole thing, it makes them look kind of closed, and I'm going for the brighter look, so I only go halfway. So now we're gonna do a little bit extra on the bottom. And for this one, I'm using, why aren't there numbers on any of these? Honestly, I have no idea, but this is another MAC brush. The numbers rubbed off, I got it so long ago. Here's the thing about MAC brushes. They're so expensive. This one right here I think is like $45. But let me tell you how long I've had this, and it's a little dirty because they, didn't wash it this week, but I have had this for like 10, 11 years, maybe longer. So I don't know. I'm just a believer in like everything in life, to invest and treat your stuff nice and get the things you want. And you don't need like a million brushes and they're all cheap and they all just like break and the bristles don't work and it doesn't look nice. It's just how I live life. So I like to buy like one or two. Like I have I have 3 MAC brushes. It's this one, and the one you just saw me using, and 4, and the angle brush. And I think I got them all at least 11 or 12 years ago. And I use them. And I don't buy like a million things. I just buy the things that I want. And if they're a little bit more money, it's okay. But I treat it nice, and I think that's okay. So we're gonna go in. This one does not be, no, when you're doing the bottom with this brush or anything like this, it doesn't have to be wet at all. You actually don't want it to, because we're just gonna blend a little bit. Doing a little smoky eye.
Where's your treasure? Where's your treasure? Where's your heart? Where's your heart? So they say the more you possess is the more you're blessed, but there's so far.
I think we're good. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there for a second. So I'm pretty much done with my eyes. Now you're gonna notice that I'm not doing my eyebrows, and that's because I don't know how to do them. Honestly, if it's so aggravating to do my eyebrows, I just don't do them. But I mean, if I was gonna do them, sometimes I would take a little bit of this Cork by MAC and an angle brush and just kind of add a little bit of stuff right there. But honestly, I wish I was one of those people who can do my eyebrows, and I can just like never figure it out. So whatever. But if you have any tips on how to do eyebrows, I want to be an eyebrow person. Until then. Okay, so the last thing that we have is the lashes. And I love doing lashes. So I always curl my lashes first. You know what? Why am I doing this still? Let me just hold this. Okay. Perfect. Now for lashes, actually it's not the last thing, so I'll have to do my lips, but I am going to use when I really want like a really nice effect, I use two different mascaras. So I use the Carbon Black. This is just the L'Oreal Voluminous. And this one's pretty popular. It's from the drugstore, but it's really good. And then so this volumizes, and then for separation, I like to use the Telescopic L'Oreal. So super cheap, super easy. But here's the trick. So I always use, on special days, the Lancome base. So it's just like a white base, but I mean, this really makes your lashes look really good before your mascara. So I'm gonna use this first, then I'm gonna go in with the other two.
Don't matter where I've ever seen your face before, 'cause I am so sure I'm looking forward to so much more than whatever I've imagined, 'cause my expectations, they always fall short, and I don't need to know it all right now. I'm fine with waiting, just
So we're gonna curl the lashes last, because I always like to let them dry and just kind of set a little bit. And for the lips, which is the last thing, I like everything to be pretty neutral, but I'm gonna go in today with the NYX, what is this? The NYX Liner in Natural. And, you know, just line your lips. Okay, I always rub it out with my finger because I don't like a harsh line, and I always like natural lips. I've seen so many of these reviews about the Kim K, what is it, natural nude, whatever that is. It has like 3 or 4 like nude lipsticks or lip glosses or whatever. I actually kind of want that, and I don't normally want like makeup products like that. Meaning like, I'm not one who's like, I have to have something, because I don't know, I'm just not like that. But I kind of want that. And then to keep it nude, I'm going to go in with my favorite lipstick in the whole entire world. It is called, let me show you how much I love this. It's gonna be so gross. Like, it's dead. It died a few weeks ago, and it's still dead. But I have to like use a Q-tip to get it out, but it's okay. So whatever. But anyway, this is the MAC cream. It's a cream sheen one, and it's called Japanese Maple, and it's honestly like the prettiest color in the whole entire world. But I have to use my finger because I can't put it on my lips anymore. But I love it. It's like the best natural nudie, pinky, I don't know, whatever you call it. And then I'm gonna do this for the video's sake. Usually I would just do this like in the car, like before we went into the party. I'm going to show you what lip gloss I would use, and I never wear lip gloss unless it's special, but I use the MAC. It's a lip gloss, and this is called Wildly Lush, and I like this one. And I just put it right here, like not the whole entire lip, just kind of like the middle, because it kind of makes your lips poke out a little more. Weird. Okay, let's go ahead and curl our lashes because they're probably dry by now. And then we're done. Pretty much it. Oh my God. Seriously? You guys, every time I have to do anything with my eyes. Okay, that's it. So when you're done, or when I'm done, I kind of just like to see if there's anything I missed. Let me take down my hair. And so when I'm done, like I might want to do a little bit more bronzer, like right before, well, I'll do a little bit now. Kind of just to bring everything together. And I'm going to use the MAC Gold, Refined Golden. And this is an extra step, you know, you never have to do this, but just because it's an outdoor party, so it's going to be at nighttime. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one more little step to show you guys how to like contour like right here. It's a little step. It's nothing. I'm not going to show you like anything big. Wherever there's shadows, that's where you want to put like a contour color, and then wherever there's, man, I'm so sensitive, and every time I touch it, it's going to get red, so I'm sorry. But if you're wearing like a dress or like a shirt like this, here's what you could do. So you take a highlight, so let's go in with the Too Faced. And this is kind of just if you're going out, like, don't do this every day because that's weird. But you know, if you're wearing like a pretty dress and you're going out on a date, so like go like this, and whatever you want to accentuate things. So wherever you see like the natural shadows, that's where you're going to put the contour color, and wherever you see like where light would hit, that's where you're going to put the highlighter. So light would hit like right here, and so I'm going to put some highlight right here. And honestly, you could like put some concealer, but I'm not doing anything too crazy. See, right here, you want to put the highlight. This is such an extra step. I'm just like doing it because it's fun to get dressed up once in a while and feel good. And so where else? So you're going to put it like right here. This is the highlight part. See what sticks out? Right here. Okay. And I mean, I don't know if you guys can see, but in person it's like just a little more glowy. And then if you wanted to contour a little bit with this, just the contour color I used on my face, so the opposite part, so like right here, see that shadow? You're just accentuating it just a little bit. You guys see that? So yeah, it's like a workout. So right here, and then above it, so like right here would be one, and then right here. And all this kind of does is like, I don't know if you guys can see a difference, but you see how it like pops now? So it kind of just makes you, I don't know, it's a little bit more sculpted. Like maybe I went to the gym today, maybe I didn't, I don't know. It's pretty though, especially when you're wearing like a short dress over here, when like the moonlight hits you and it's just a little shimmery here, it's gonna look pretty. So, okay, that is it, you guys. So this is my little look, and I'm gonna go party with my hubby, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was super long, and I'm like ready to get off this floor, but I just wanted to show you a little bit more of an intense look, and hopefully you like it. So I'm gonna go have fun, and stay tuned for the vlog because I'm gonna vlog the whole party, and I'm excited to bring you guys along. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button down below, and I would love to know your suggestions for future videos. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so, and ring that little notification bell, and you'll get a notification every single time I upload. So this was fun. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Down, down, down.